Can you imagine stumbling upon something so incredible, so unbelievably old, that it rewrites history as we know it? What if I told you that deep within the earth, hidden in the pitch-black embrace of a cave, lies a secret that has been waiting millennia to be unearthed? This isn't the plot of an Indiana Jones movie. This is real life, and the discovery is nothing short of mind-blowing. Buckle up, because we're about to journey into the heart of a mystery that's captivating the world. For centuries, caves have whispered tales of forgotten times. They are time capsules preserving the secrets of the past beneath layers of rock and sediment. Some hold the fossilized remains of creatures from epochs ago, while others safeguard the artistic expressions of our early ancestors. But this cave holds something different, something so unexpected, so profoundly significant, that it has sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Our story takes us to a place both breathtakingly beautiful and shrouded in an almost tangible air of mystery. This region has long been steeped in legend and folklore, with whispers of hidden treasures and ancient civilizations echoing through the canyons, but even the most imaginative storytellers could not have predicted what lay hidden beneath the earth. The cave's entrance, a gaping maw in the earth, seems almost intentionally concealed, as if guarding its secrets from prying eyes. It was here, in this unassuming corner of the world, that a team embarked on an expedition that would change our understanding of the past forever. What they found inside was not gold or jewels, but something far more valuable, tangible evidence of a chapter in history we thought was lost forever. The year was. The team, led by the renowned, had been meticulously surveying a network of caves in the region. Armed with little more than headlamps, maps, and an insatiable curiosity, they ventured deeper into the earth than anyone had gone before. The air grew heavy with the weight of millennia, the silence broken only by the gentle drip of water, each drop a tick of the geological clock. After weeks of exploration, they stumbled upon a passage so narrow it seemed almost impassable. It was a tight squeeze, even for the most experienced caver, but something compelled them forward. Perhaps it was intuition, a whisper on the wind, or simply the irresistible allure of the unknown. Whatever it was, they pressed on, their headlamps cutting through the darkness like beacons in the night. As they emerged from the narrow passage, they found themselves in a vast cavern, its ceiling disappearing into the impenetrable blackness above. The air hung thick and still, heavy with the scent of moisture and something ancient, something undeniably old. And then, their lights flickered upon something extraordinary, a sight that would stop their hearts and take their breath away. The cavern floor was not barren rock as they had expected. It was covered in a fine layer of dust, undisturbed for countless years. And in this dust, as if frozen in time, lay the unmistakable imprints of footprints. Human footprints. A collective gasp echoed through the cavern, the sound swallowed by the immense silence that followed. The team stood there, frozen in a moment of stunned disbelief. It was the youngest and most agile of the group who broke the silence. Are those what I think they are?" he stammered, his voice trembling with a mixture of awe and trepidation. His face etched with a mixture of excitement and professional caution, knelt down for a closer look. The footprints were remarkably well preserved, the details of the soles clearly visible in the undisturbed dust. They were smaller than modern human footprints and more widely spaced, suggesting a shorter, stockier build. He gently brushed away some of the dust, revealing more footprints leading deeper into the cavern. The implications were staggering. If these were indeed ancient human footprints, then it meant that humans had been present in this region far earlier than previously thought. This single discovery had the potential to rewrite the history books, to challenge everything they thought they knew about the timeline of human migration and evolution. The team, their initial shock giving way to a surge of adrenaline and scientific curiosity, knew they had stumbled onto something truly remarkable. But as they ventured deeper into the cavern, following the trail of ancient footprints, they couldn't shake the feeling that this was only the beginning. What other secrets lay hidden within the depths of this ancient cave? The footprints, as if beckoning them forward, led the team deeper into the labyrinthine cave system. With each step, the outside world seemed to fade away, replaced by an eerie stillness that amplified every sound, every whispered breath. The air grew cooler, damper, and the faint scent of moisture intensified, carrying with it the musty odor of decay and something else. Something unidentifiable yet strangely familiar. As they rounded a bend in the passage, their headlamps illuminated a sight that sent shivers down their spines. The cave walls were adorned with a series of intricate paintings, rendered in shades of ochre, charcoal, and a vibrant red that seemed to pulsate in the flickering lamplight. These were not the crude markings of vandals or the idle doodles of bored teenagers. These were the works of artists, their subjects imbued with a sense of movement and power that transcended time. There were animals, their forms captured with astonishing realism, mammoths with their long, curved tusks, bison with their powerful shoulders, deer frozen in mid-leap. There were human figures too, stick-like in form but full of life and energy, engaged in scenes of hunting, dancing, and what appeared to be rituals. These weren't just paintings, they were stories, whispered across millennia, offering a glimpse into the lives and beliefs of a people long vanished. The team, their voices hushed with awe and respect, meticulously documented everything they saw. They photographed the paintings, took measurements, and carefully collected samples of the pigments, all the while acutely aware that they were walking in the footsteps of ghosts, their every move potentially disturbing a past that had remained undisturbed for millennia. The cave, it seemed, was determined to reveal its secrets slowly, carefully, like an ancient storyteller drawing out a tale. Days turned into weeks as the team, their initial excitement tempered by the sheer magnitude of their discovery, painstakingly documented every inch of the cavern. They mapped its every twist and turn, its hidden chambers and narrow passages, each new revelation adding another layer to the unfolding story. The footprints, they discovered, were not the only evidence of human presence. Scattered throughout the cavern, they found tools, crude hand axes fashioned from flint, scrapers made from bone, and the charred remnants of what appeared to be ancient hearths. These weren't just random artifacts, they were pieces of a puzzle, each one providing a tantalizing glimpse into the lives of the people who had sought refuge in this subterranean world. The paintings, too, offered their own clues. The animals depicted, mammoths, woolly rhinoceroses, cave bears, suggested a time period far earlier than previously imagined for human habitation in this region. The style of the paintings, the pigments used, and the themes depicted all pointed towards a culture that was both sophisticated and deeply connected to the natural world. The cave, it was becoming increasingly clear, was not just a shelter from the elements. It was a canvas, a sanctuary, a portal to a past that was both familiar and profoundly alien. And as the team delved deeper, they couldn't help but feel a sense of kinship with the people who had come before them, a shared human experience that transcended time and place. Word of the discovery spread like wildfire through the scientific community, igniting a firestorm of excitement and speculation. Archaeologists, anthropologists, and historians descended upon the site, eager to get a first-hand look at what was being hailed as one of the most significant archaeological finds of the century. But with the influx of researchers came a new challenge: the urgent need to protect the site from the elements and from the potential damage that could be caused by even the most well-intentioned human interference. The cave, a time capsule preserved for millennia, was now vulnerable, exposed to the ravages of time and the unintended consequences of human curiosity. A team of conservators was brought in to assess the situation and develop a plan to preserve the fragile artifacts and paintings. The cave was sealed off, its atmosphere carefully monitored to prevent fluctuations in temperature and humidity that could damage the ancient art. Access was restricted to a select few, their every move scrutinized to minimize the risk of contamination or damage. The discovery, while a cause for celebration, had also become a race against time, a race to understand and preserve the secrets of the past before they were lost forever. The cave, once a hidden sanctuary, was now a battleground, where the forces of time and human intervention clashed in a delicate dance of preservation and discovery. The footprints, those silent echoes of the past, held the key to unlocking the cave's secrets. But how could something as fragile as a footprint in dust survive for millennia? Well, the answer, it turned out, lay in the unique microclimate of the cave itself. A delicate balance of temperature, humidity, and air pressure had conspired to create a time capsule, preserving these delicate traces of the past as if they had been made only yesterday. The team, acutely aware of the need for meticulous care, used a combination of traditional archaeological techniques and cutting-edge technology to document and analyze the footprints. They painstakingly photographed each print from multiple angles, using high-resolution cameras to capture every minute detail. They created three-dimensional models using laser scanners, preserving the footprints digitally for future generations. But the analysis went far beyond simple documentation. By carefully measuring the size, depth, and spacing of the footprints, scientists could deduce a surprising amount of information about the individuals who had made them. They could estimate their height and weight, their gait, and even their age. The footprints, it was becoming clear, were more than just impressions in the dust. They were biographies etched in the earth, each one telling a story of life in a prehistoric world. The dust itself, that seemingly insignificant layer covering the cave floor, also held valuable clues. By carefully collecting and analyzing samples of the dust, scientists could determine its composition, its age, and even the presence of microscopic plant and animal remains. This information, when pieced together, would help paint a vivid picture of the cave's environment and the creatures that had inhabited it over millennia. Unlocking the secrets of the cave's timeline depended on a technique known as carbon dating. This scientific method, a cornerstone of archaeology, allows researchers to determine the age of organic materials with remarkable accuracy. But in this case, there was a fascinating twist. Typically, carbon dating is used to date organic materials like bone, wood, or charcoal. However, the cave presented a unique opportunity to date the footprints themselves. The footprints, while not organic material, contained microscopic traces of organic matter, shed skin cells, sweat, and other bodily fluids that had been preserved in the cave's unique environment. These minuscule traces of organic material, invisible to the naked eye, held the key to unlocking the timeline of the cave. By carefully extracting these samples and analyzing their carbon-14 content, scientists could determine the age of the footprints with astonishing precision. The results of the carbon dating analysis sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The footprints, it turned out, were far older than anyone had dared to imagine. They dated back to the late Pleistocene epoch, a time when mammoths and saber-toothed cats roamed the earth, and Neanderthals walked among us. This discovery pushed the timeline of human presence in this region back by tens of thousands of years, challenging long-held assumptions about the patterns of human migration and evolution. The cave, it seemed, was not just a time capsule, it was a time machine, transporting researchers back to a pivotal period in human history. The carbon dating results had provided a crucial piece of the puzzle, but the picture was far from complete. With the age of the footprints established, the team could begin to piece together a more comprehensive picture of life in the cave during the late Pleistocene. The evidence, scattered like puzzle pieces throughout the cavern, pointed to a culture far more sophisticated than previously imagined for such an early period. The tools discovered in the cave, crafted from bone, stone, and antler, were not just rudimentary implements for survival. They were carefully shaped and polished, some even decorated with intricate carvings. These tools spoke of a people who were skilled artisans, their craftsmanship reflecting a deep understanding of their materials and a mastery of their environment. The animal bones found scattered throughout the cave, some bearing cut marks and other signs of butchery, provided further insights into the diet and hunting practices of these ancient people. The presence of mammoth bones in particular was significant, suggesting that these early humans had developed sophisticated hunting strategies to bring down such massive prey. The discovery of personal ornaments, including beads fashioned from shells and animal teeth, hinted at a rich cultural life that extended beyond the basic necessities of survival. These objects, likely worn as jewelry or used in rituals, spoke of a people who valued beauty, who adorned themselves, and who possessed a sense of identity and belonging. Who were these people who had left their mark on this ancient cave? While the discovery had answered many questions, it had also raised countless more. The footprints, the tools, the art, they were all pieces of a puzzle, each one offering a tantalizing glimpse into the lives of a people long vanished. The evidence suggested that these were not simply nomadic hunter-gatherers passing through. The presence of hearths, the remnants of fires that had burned for generations, indicated a more settled existence, a place where families had gathered, stories had been shared, and traditions had been passed down through generations. The cave paintings, with their depictions of animals, hunting scenes, and what appeared to be ritualistic dances, offered further insights into their beliefs and worldview. The animals, often depicted with a level of detail and realism that bordered on reverence, suggested a deep connection to the natural world, a belief system intertwined with the rhythms of the hunt and the cycles of nature. The scenes of human figures engaged in ritualistic activities, their bodies adorned with paint and feathers, hinted at a complex spiritual life, a belief in something beyond the tangible world. These paintings, created by the flickering light of torches, were not just decorations, they were expressions of faith, attempts to make sense of the world around them and to connect with something larger than themselves. The discovery of the cave and its remarkable contents had been a watershed moment, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of human history and igniting the imaginations of people around the world. But like all great discoveries, it had also left us with more questions than answers. Who were these people who walked the earth so long ago? What were their lives really like? What led to their disappearance? Were they absorbed into other populations, their culture slowly assimilated over time? Or did some catastrophic event wipe them out, leaving only these haunting traces of their existence? The cave, despite having yielded so many secrets, remained tight-lipped about others. It was a silent guardian of the past, its depths still concealing mysteries that may never be fully understood. The search for answers, however, would continue. The discovery of the cave and its astonishing contents sent shockwaves through the scientific community, forcing a re-evaluation of long-held beliefs about human history. The carbon dating results, irrefutable in their accuracy, had pushed the timeline of human presence in this region back by tens of thousands of years, shattering previous assumptions and overturning established paradigms. Textbooks, once considered the definitive word on the subject, suddenly seemed outdated, their pages filled with gaps that this discovery had exposed. The accepted narrative of human migration and evolution, meticulously constructed over decades of research, had been shaken to its core. This was not just a minor adjustment, a footnote in the annals of history, it was a seismic shift, a paradigm shift that demanded a complete reassessment of our understanding of the past. The implications were far-reaching, extending beyond the confines of academia and into the realm of public imagination. Suddenly, the distant past seemed a little less distant, a little less unknowable. The people who had made those footprints, created that art, and lived and loved in that ancient cave were no longer just abstract figures in a history book. They were real, flesh and blood individuals, brought to life by the tangible evidence of their existence. The discovery ignited a thirst for knowledge, a desire to delve deeper into the mysteries of the past and uncover the secrets that still lay hidden. Museums clamored to exhibit the artifacts, universities revamped their curricula, and documentaries were hastily commissioned, all eager to capitalize on the public's fascination with this groundbreaking find. The impact of the cave discovery on the field of archaeology was profound. It underscored the importance of challenging assumptions, of venturing beyond the well-trodden paths of investigation and of embracing new technologies and methodologies. The cave had become a crucible for innovation, a testing ground for cutting-edge techniques that would revolutionize the way archaeologists approach their work. The use of laser scanning to create three-dimensional models of the footprints and the cave environment, for example, had set a new standard for archaeological documentation. These digital models, accurate to the millimeter, allowed researchers to study the site remotely, to manipulate the data in ways that were previously impossible, and to share their findings with colleagues around the world in an instant. The analysis of microscopic traces of organic material in the footprints, once considered the realm of science fiction, had opened up entirely new avenues of inquiry. The ability to extract DNA from these ancient samples, though still in its infancy, held the tantalizing promise of unlocking even more secrets about these early humans, their genetic makeup, their relationship to other hominid species, and even their susceptibility to diseases. The cave discovery had ushered in a new era of archaeological exploration, one characterized by interdisciplinary collaboration, technological advancement, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. It had reminded archaeologists that the past was not a static, unchanging entity, but a dynamic, ever-evolving narrative, waiting to be pieced together shard by shard. The cave discovery challenged the traditional narrative of human migration, the story of how our species spread out from its origins in Africa to populate the globe. This narrative, often depicted as a linear progression, a steady march of progress, had been disrupted by the discovery of these ancient footprints, forcing a reassessment of the timeline and the routes taken by our ancestors. The presence of humans in this region at such an early date suggested that the story of human migration was far more complex than previously thought. It hinted at multiple waves of migration, perhaps following different routes, driven by a complex interplay of environmental factors, population pressures, and a thirst for exploration. The discovery raised the possibility that these early humans had ventured further and wider than previously believed, pushing the boundaries of their known world and adapting to a diverse range of environments. It also suggested that interactions between different hominid species, such as Neanderthals and Denisovans, may have been more extensive and more complex than previously imagined. The cave had become a touchstone, a reference point in the ongoing quest to trace the footsteps of our ancestors and unravel the intricate web of human history. It served as a reminder that the story of human migration was not a closed book, but an ongoing journey of discovery, with each new find adding a new layer of complexity and wonder. Beyond its scientific significance, the cave had captured the public's imagination as a cultural time machine, transporting us back to a time when humans lived in intimate connection with the natural world. The paintings in particular had struck a chord, their haunting beauty and evocative imagery resonating across millennia. The animals depicted in the paintings, brought to life with such skill and artistry, spoke of a deep respect for the natural world, a reverence for the creatures upon which these early humans depended for survival. The hunting scenes, imbued with a sense of both danger and exhilaration, offered a glimpse into the challenges and triumphs of life in a prehistoric world. The ritualistic scenes, though their meaning remains open to interpretation, hinted at a rich spiritual life, a belief system intertwined with the rhythms of nature and the cycles of life and death. These paintings were not just decorations, they were expressions of faith, attempts to make sense of the world around them, and to connect with something larger than themselves. The cave, in a sense, had become a portal to the past, a place where the veil between then and now seemed to thin, allowing us to catch a fleeting glimpse of the lives, beliefs, and aspirations of those who came before us. It reminded us that despite the vast gulf of time that separated us, we shared a common humanity with these ancient ancestors, a connection that transcended time and place. As the discovery of the cave, while groundbreaking, was just the beginning. For every question answered, a dozen more emerged, fueling the fires of scientific inquiry and pushing the boundaries of our understanding of the past. The cave, like all great mysteries, had a way of revealing its secrets slowly, carefully, as if testing our worthiness to receive them. What other secrets lay hidden within the depths of this ancient sanctuary? What new technologies would be developed to unlock those secrets? What would the future hold for our understanding of the past? The possibilities seemed as vast and as unexplored as the cave itself. The journey of discovery had just begun, and the thrill of the unknown beckoned, promising a future filled with wonder, revelation, and a deeper understanding of our place in the grand tapestry of human history. Exploring the cave wasn't a walk in the park. Imagine navigating a maze in pitch-black darkness, the air thick with humidity, and the unsettling sensation of being watched by unseen eyes. That's what the team faced every single day. The cave, while a treasure trove of history, was also a challenging and sometimes perilous environment. The passages were often narrow and winding, requiring the explorers to squeeze through tight spaces, their backpacks scraping against the rough rock. The air, heavy with moisture and the musty odor of decay, made it difficult to breathe, and the oppressive darkness played tricks on their minds, amplifying every sound and casting eerie shadows that danced in the flickering beams of their headlamps. But the physical challenges were just the beginning. The cave was also home to a variety of creatures that had adapted to its unique environment. Bats, their wings rustling in the darkness, would swoop down unexpectedly, their high-pitched squeaks echoing through the caverns. Spiders, some as big as a man's hand, spun their webs in the dark recesses, their silken traps a testament to the cave's role as a haven for life's more unusual creations. And then there was the psychological toll. The constant darkness, the isolation from the outside world, and the knowledge that they were walking in the footsteps of ghosts took their toll on the team's mental state. It was a test of endurance, a challenge that pushed them to their limits and forced them to confront their deepest fears. The cave, for all its beauty and historical significance, was also a fragile environment, vulnerable to the elements and to the unintended consequences of human presence. The very act of exploring the cave, of breathing its air and walking its paths, had the potential to disrupt the delicate balance that had preserved its secrets for millennia. One of the biggest concerns was the introduction of contaminants. Every breath, every footstep, every piece of equipment brought in from the outside world carried with it the risk of introducing foreign substances, bacteria, fungi, even the oils from human skin that could potentially damage the fragile artifacts and paintings. To mitigate this risk, the team adhered to strict protocols, wearing protective clothing, masks, and gloves, and carefully decontaminating their equipment before entering the cave. They also limited the number of people allowed inside at any given time, minimizing the impact on the cave's atmosphere and environment. Another challenge was the presence of moisture. The cave was, after all, a subterranean environment, and water seeped in through cracks and fissures in the rock, creating a damp, humid atmosphere that could accelerate the deterioration of organic materials. Controlling the humidity levels within the cave was crucial to preserving the artifacts and paintings for future generations. Overcoming the challenges of exploring and preserving the cave required a blend of traditional archaeological techniques and cutting-edge technology. The team relied on both old-world craftsmanship and 21st-century innovation to navigate the cave's treacherous passages, document their findings, and protect this irreplaceable treasure for posterity. One of the most valuable tools at their disposal was the drone. These unmanned aerial vehicles, equipped with high-resolution cameras, sensors, and advanced mapping software, allowed the team to explore areas of the cave that were otherwise inaccessible. They could soar through narrow passages, navigate around obstacles, and capture stunning aerial footage of the cave's interior, providing a bird's-eye view that would have been unimaginable just a few decades ago. Another technological marvel that proved invaluable was the 3D scanner. These devices, using lasers or structured light, could create highly accurate three-dimensional models of objects and environments. The team used 3D scanners to document the footprints, the artifacts, and even entire sections of the cave, preserving them digitally for future generations. These digital models, accurate to the millimeter, allowed researchers to study the site remotely, manipulate the data in ways that were previously impossible, and share their findings with colleagues around the world in an instant. Preserving the cave and its contents for future generations was not just a scientific imperative, it was a moral obligation. These ancient footprints, these haunting paintings, these remnants of a vanished culture were irreplaceable links to our shared human history. To lose them would be to lose a part of ourselves, to sever a connection to our past that could never be restored. The team worked closely with conservators, experts in the preservation of cultural heritage, to develop a comprehensive plan to protect the cave's fragile treasures. They installed sensors to monitor the cave's atmosphere temperature, humidity, carbon dioxide levels, alerting them to any fluctuations that could threaten the artifacts or paintings. They also implemented a system of controlled lighting, using low-energy LED lights that emitted minimal heat and UV radiation, to illuminate the cave for visitors, while minimizing the risk of damage to the fragile pigments. Access to the cave was strictly limited, with only a small number of researchers and conservators allowed inside at any given time, and visitors required to wear protective clothing and masks to prevent contamination. The preservation of the cave was an ongoing process, a delicate balancing act between the desire to learn from the past and the need to protect it for the future. It was a responsibility that the team took seriously, knowing that their actions would determine whether future generations would have the opportunity to marvel at these wonders for themselves. The discovery of the cave had a profound impact, not just on the scientific community, but on the local community as well. The cave, once a hidden secret known only to a few, had become a source of pride, a symbol of the region's rich history and cultural heritage. The influx of researchers, tourists, and media attention brought much-needed economic activity to the region, creating jobs and boosting tourism. The local community, initially wary of the disruption, embraced the opportunity to share their heritage with the world, opening their homes and businesses to visitors and taking pride in their role as stewards of this remarkable site. The cave had become a catalyst for education and outreach, inspiring a new generation to learn about archaeology, paleontology, and the wonders of the natural world. Schools incorporated the cave and its discoveries into their curricula, museums developed interactive exhibits, and local organizations offered guided tours and educational programs, sharing the excitement of discovery with people of all ages. The legacy of the cave, however, extended far beyond its economic and educational impact. It had touched something deeper, something fundamental to the human spirit. Our innate curiosity about the past, our desire to understand our place in the grand scheme of things, and our responsibility to preserve our shared heritage for future generations. As we emerge from the depths of this remarkable cave, blinking in the sunlight, the world outside seems somehow different. The familiar sounds of birdsong and rustling leaves carry a new resonance, a subtle reminder that we are connected to something ancient, something profound. The cave, with its silent stories and ghostly footprints, has whispered its secrets, leaving us forever changed by the encounter. The discovery of this ancient sanctuary, a time capsule sealed for millennia, has challenged our assumptions, ignited our imaginations, and left us with a profound sense of wonder. The footprints, those echoes of lives lived long ago, have walked straight into our hearts, reminding us of the enduring power of the human spirit to adapt, to create, to leave its mark on the world. We've journeyed through time, back to an era when mammoths roamed the earth and humans sought shelter and meaning within the embrace of the earth. We've marveled at the artistry of ancient paintings, the ingenuity of prehistoric tools, and the resilience of a people who thrived in a world both familiar and profoundly different from our own. But this is not the end of the story. The cave, like all great mysteries, holds more secrets than it has revealed. It beckons us to return, to delve deeper, to listen closely for the whispers of the past that still echo within its depths. The legacy of this discovery extends far beyond the confines of the cave itself. It has ignited a firestorm of scientific inquiry, inspiring researchers across disciplines to collaborate, to innovate, and to push the boundaries of our understanding of human history, migration, and evolution. The meticulous work of archaeologists, anthropologists, geneticists, and conservators has painted a vivid picture of life in the late Pleistocene, a time when humans walked the earth alongside creatures long extinct. We've glimpsed the challenges they faced, the tools they used, and the beliefs that shaped their world. The carbon dating of the footprints, a testament to the power of scientific inquiry, has shattered previous assumptions about the timeline of human presence in this region, forcing a reassessment of long-held theories and opening up exciting new avenues of research. The cave has become a touchstone, a reference point in the ongoing quest to unravel the intricate tapestry of human history. But the true legacy of this discovery lies not just in the scientific knowledge it has yielded, but in the sense of wonder it has ignited in people around the world. It has reminded us of the power of the past to illuminate the present, to connect us to our shared human heritage, and to inspire us to protect our planet and its fragile treasures for generations to come. As we stand at the threshold of the unknown, the cave beckons us forward, inviting us to embrace the thrill of discovery, to unravel the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath the surface of our world. The quest for knowledge is a never-ending journey, and the cave, with its silent whispers and tantalizing clues, reminds us that the greatest discoveries are often those we least expect. The exploration of this ancient sanctuary is a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity, our insatiable thirst for knowledge, and our unwavering determination to push the boundaries of what we know and what we think is possible. It is a reminder that the world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, if only we have the courage to seek them out. The cave, with its timeless beauty and haunting secrets, has captured our imaginations, transporting us to a time when humans lived in closer harmony with nature, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the earth. It has reminded us of the importance of preserving our planet and its fragile ecosystems, not just for our own sake, but for the sake of future generations who will inherit the legacy we leave behind. So let us venture forth armed with curiosity, respect, and a sense of adventure, ready to explore the hidden corners of our world and uncover the secrets that lie waiting to be discovered. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the greatest discoveries are often just around the next bend in the path. Remember the question we posed at the beginning of our journey into the heart of this incredible discovery? Could you imagine stumbling upon something so ancient, so awe-inspiring, that it rewrites history as we know it? Well, we've done just that together. We've explored the depths of an ancient cave, uncovered the secrets it has guarded for millennia, and emerged with a newfound appreciation for the wonders of our world and the enduring spirit of human curiosity. But our exploration doesn't end here. Every like, every share, every new subscriber helps us shine a light on the incredible discoveries happening around the world, connecting you with the explorers, the scientists, and the storytellers who are pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. So, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join us as we delve deeper into the mysteries of our planet, uncover the secrets of the past, and explore the endless possibilities of the future. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never lose your sense of wonder. The world is full of incredible discoveries, just waiting to be unearthed. See you in the next video.